hit with the Rico. They repoed your vehicle. Everything was just good about a week ago. Khurtsidze hit with the Rico, a part of a Russian mob. I think it was like 20 of them or something like that. Got hit with the Rico. It's your boy CJ Goodfellow with the boxing clinic. Heard about this early in the morning. I just didn't have time doing the video before anybody broke it. Shout out to my homeboy Allen. Always on the grind with that boxing shit. Very, very, very deep knowledge mind. Boxing mind for sure. And on other shit. And I gotta give him credit there, but it's not looking good for Khurtsidze. They pushed back this Madman Saunders versus Khurtsidze fight. Feel bad for Billy Joe Saunders because, you know, ever since he beat Eddie Lee, you know, he's been running from fights, you know, picking the wrong fights, and then he wanted to make the Triple G fight. Triple G honored his master's Oscar De La Hoya orders and didn't fight Billy Joe Saunders in June in Kazakhstan, and he was going to turn around and fight Canelo in September. And Oscar told him, you know, bitch, don't you do that, or you won't get your money. And Triple G was like, okay, master. But so Billy Joe Saunders is back at, you know, plan A, and he's back on ground zero. And Khurtsidze actually got hit with the charge with you know, conspiracy to hit or conspiracy or wire fraud. It was wire fraud, conspiracy to do wire fraud or some shit like that, which was probably illegally transferring money from institution and shit like that. You know, and the Russian mob, they was like 20-some people, I don't know, so a lot of people was involved. You know, it was murder for hire, you know, amongst, you know, some of the charges. You know, they were drugging people. They were stealing like tens or 100,000 pounds of chocolate. They was doing all types of shady shit, you know what I mean? And if you know the history with mobs in New York, that's why the NYPD was so NYPD. I'm talking about the damn TV show. That's why they are so hard in New York, because they don't never want to have to deal with the era they deal with the mob, and so you know they were going to crack down on this shit ASAP, because it was too hard for, you know, the government to get control of that crime scene in New York back in the days, and they never want to see the mob, you know, take over and have that much control over the city again. But for Billy Joe Saunders, sounds like this fight is postponed and probably going to be canceled. Khurtsidze is arrested. Hope his money's long enough to get out of this. He's doing all this mob shit and all this other shit. It should be. But I don't know, man. Bad luck for Billy Joe Saunders. This is one of the summer fights that I was looking forward to watching, actually reporting and being a part of. This is a good test for Billy Joe Saunders. Great test and step up for Khurtsidze. And the build-up was being epic, and now, you know, Billy Joe Saunders probably going to have to go and do something else, and Khurtsidze is going to have to fight for his life, not to be behind bars for the rest of his life. You know, they have no mercy on foreigners, especially what's going on with Trump and the Russians. You know, have mercy on his soul, and hopefully he's innocent. We gone.